Okay, good evening, everyone. Please wind up all previous three videos in 10 minutes. Of course, sort of there will be a revision, but I will prefer to do it at the end. I don't want to disturb the flow of this complete dashboard one, which is we are building from scratch. And I will be doing all three videos revision at the end. So people, those who are interested, will see at the end. Okay, hopes that work for you. Okay, let's start with today's live session, and I'm very much excited for this. So, let's imagine you're hired as a data analyst in a company. On your very first day, your manager walks up to you and say, "I don't want Excel sheet. I don't want hundreds of rows of data. I want one dashboard that tell me everything about our employees. Question like which department has the highest attrition, which age group is leaving the company the most, are experienced employees resigning, what's our average employee age, how many employees are still active, can I filter all of this by department or age group in just one click?" This is exactly what we are going to build today. Okay, take a look at this. This isn't just a few chart placed together, it's a complete HR analytical dashboard built in Power BI, filtered by age, department, and more, and answers business questions in seconds. And by end of today's life, you will know exactly how to build this by yourself from scratch. Hello everyone, I am Nilesh Maurya, a software engineer, a founder of Code with NM, and your educator. If you are joining this live for the first time, welcome to Code with NM family. Our goal isn't just to learn tools, our goal is to become industry ready data analyst by building real world projects that companies actually expect during interviews and on the job. Okay, before diving into the Power BI, opening the Power BI and doing stuffs, let me go through the live chat. Sir, if I send my Power BI dashboard report file to my friend, which is zip file in WhatsApp, how he able to saw the report? First thing first, he also need to have the Power BI dashboard in his system. Sending on a WhatsApp on a file, it's okay. WhatsApp support each and every types of file, but that file should be downloaded ultimately in his or her system, and then it will only be accessible through Power BI. If you want to share the dashboard, working dashboard amongst your friend, working dashboard, you need to create a Microsoft account and publish your dashboard publicly. Then only others will be able to see and use your dashboard. By saving the file and sending the uh, Power BI dashboard file won't be supported in any other environment and only be supported in Power BI itself. It's same like Excel or Word file. It can be only open in the Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel. I hope that answers your question, Devanshu. Okay, let's open Power BI, and I have already loaded the HR analytic clean data. If others, those who are new, where to find this data, you need to join my Discord. The link is in the live chat, and also if you are seeing this video offline, I will be commenting my Discord link. In Discord, you need to go to resources. Let me open my Discord too. This is my Discord. You need to join the Discord. Once you joined, you will be welcomed in welcome group. After that, there are certain steps you need to do it. There is very easy steps. It's nothing but introduce yourself in hash introduce channel. So this is the channel hash introduce. Once you introduce yourself, you will get access to all the other channel, and majorly we need access to resource. And you see the last 5 I have shared is nothing but HR analytical data set cleaned, which is we are using for creating our dashboard. Okay, so how to import the data, I've already just shown you this in the previous live, but again I'm let me repeat it. So you can see this is the get data. So you just click on it, get data, or else if you are importing the Excel workbook, you directly click on this Excel. And to get data, if it is in other formats, text, CSV or other things, you can use this and just hit import. So once your data is loaded, you can see your data over here under data panel. This is my complete data and the file name is HR analytical clean. Okay, so this is the complete data. And before jumping on to the creating the dashboard, there are certain things we need to do it. Certain things means in introduction, I have a certain set of questions, like questions like which department has the highest attrition, which age group is leaving the company the most, are experienced employee resigning. This type of question I have already just stated in the intro. So our direct cleaned data doesn't answer this all. So we need to group the data in a smart way, in a calculated way. So let's do that first. So to do it, we need two things. So first we need to understand what is DAX. What is DAX? DAX. Let me have this here D. Just ignore my handwriting because it's I'm controlling this with my mouse. So DAX is nothing but it stands for data analysis expression. So we will be using this, and it's the formula language used in Power BI or Power Pivot and SQL Server Analysis Service, which is nothing but SQL. SQL means SQL Server Analysis Service, just known as SSAS. Okay. So what are all this? Just don't go with the technical stuff. Just remember one thing. We are going to use DAX, DAX, data analysis expression. Where to find this, how to use it, we will be seeing that in a second. So in the ribbon, now I've already explained you what is ribbon and other things in the previous live. So in the ribbon, you will find modeling. Inside modeling, you will find new measure, and inside new measure we need to write dex measure formula. So let's go to modeling, and you will see many options over here, but we are only interested in the first one. The first one is this one I'm talking, new measure. So let's click on it, and it will open this type of things. So this is where I will be writing few things, and that is nothing but measure. Measure means a calculated things. Okay. Hope up till everything is clear and we are on the same page. If people, those who are doing this with me. So first thing first, let's calculate all active employees. So I will be sharing this all code in the Discord as well as in the live chat. So people, those who are seeing this video offline, can have this from the Discord, because this is the software. I can't zoom in the software, so I need to type the things as it is. So I'm naming my variable as active employees, because this is the logical business question: how many active employees are there in the organization? And with box bracket, so here on the data part, here you see we have all the data loaded over here, all the columns. So we need to use this columns, this data, and create and calculate our active members. So let's assume what we can use from this data. So the people, those who are doing it live and have the Excel, can go through the Excel and tell me what I can use to calculate active employees. What are active employees? The people, those who are still with the organization and they're working inside the organization. That people or developers known as active employees. So how we can calculate it? It's simple maths. Think on it. I will be pausing for a few seconds. Okay. If you are not getting it, it's simple. Active employees nothing but total employees minus attrition count. Now, if you by employee ID, yes, of course, that is the one of the way with the employee ID. But without attrition count, you won't be able to find it. First thing first, let what is attrition count? Because I don't want to create a confusion going on this live. First thing first, let's clear what is attrition in the live chat. Meantime, I will complete it. The okay, if you all if any one of you, it's very good if you know it. If don't know, attrition is simply means the employee those who have left the organization, or the customers those who have cancelled the service. For an example, you have applied for a monthly subscription for an wi-fi service provider or your mobile recharge pack, and going further you just cancel that subscription, then you are the attrition customer, and if you left the organization you're working, you are attrition employee. Understood? So we need two things to calculate the active employees. First thing first is the total number of employees, and out of total number we need to minus those employees those who have left the organization. That is nothing but attrition count. So if you see our complete column in our Excel, do we have total number of employees? Yes or no? No, we don't have. So that is the first thing we need to have. What is the first thing? We need to have total employees. And to have total employees is nothing but it's very simple. In your Excel, like Saurav has already answered this with the help of employee ID. So we have employee ID in our Excel. So if you want to see the data, I don't want to open the Excel. Without opening the Excel, how we can see our data, our Excel data in Power BI? If you see in the left side panel over here, there is a symbol of table that I highlighted with the red color. So let's click on it. If you click on it, it will take few seconds. If your system is fast, it will be very fast. And let's click on that table view, and you can see the complete Excel sheet loaded in the Power BI in a tabular form, and of course with the filter and everything. It works same as it works in Excel. Okay, understood this? Here we have an employee ID. So how many total employees we have? Here we say the last is HR 200, means we have 200 active employees. Active? No, we have total employees. So we know the count, but this is not the right way because this is a real data, of course, but it is a sample of real data. Actually, in real world, it will be in millions and millions of record. So basically, we will apply the formula. So again, go click on the modeling and then new measure, and let's have a formula in place, which is nothing but we are calculating total employees. And why we need to calculate it, I've just told you, to calculate the active number of employees. That's why I directly didn't jump on to calculate total employees, because you will again answer why we are calculating. You will raise a question why we are calculating total employees, sir, why we need it. So I make you created that doubt why we need first the total employees, then we will go to active employees. And why active employees needed, it is a reasonable question that companies or stakeholders or higher management need to know this data, how many active employees are there in the organization. Okay, so we need to count each and every employee ID. So there is a function inside this known as count, and of course this is there in Excel also. And if you see, I've just started to type COUT and it recommended me the count itself. And once you done this, it will show you what needs to be count. So we need employee ID from this drop down, from all this suggestion. Okay, so let's find the employee ID, and I found it and it is done. So let's close the parenthesis, don't forget this, and hit enter, or else you can see the green tick over here, just click on it. Okay, so what it says, the name total employee is already used for measure table HR clean, choose a different name. So what's the issue? That's why I purposely done this. Let me copy this. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to create an total employee, but it says we have already done it. Now we haven't created it, but we have opened the previous new measurement, and this is the beginner mistakes people usually do. That's why I have done this purposely. So let me show you where this already created. See the data part here in our complete data. If you see, I'm currently working on this, that's why it is highlighted in gray color. And here if you see, the symbol is different, means this is the symbol of new measurement, and you can see the total employees, means we have directly jumped from new employees to table view of our data, so it by default saved it. So if I rename this total employee and give it anything else, and I just won't do anything, just I click on anywhere else, it will also create this as a draft, if you know what is draft is all about. Okay, so let's cancel this. Okay, so if you cancel it, see now it doesn't have any newly created measure over here. Let's click on the total employee from our data part, and here if you see our incomplete code or formula, let me paste it, and now if I hit enter, it successfully created the total employees now. Understood? So I've shown you the error, the beginner mistake and everything, and how to create the new measurement. Now of course it comes with the tool, if you see. So let's understand, once you start creating this formula, you can see the name is total employee, the table, the main data, which is this is total employee, has been created is with the help of HR clean, analytical clean, which is nothing but our Excel file name. The format of this is a whole number, because this measure, of course if you're measuring something, it will be in a numerical format. The numerical format can be decimal, can be number, can be percentage, but in numbers only. That's why it is known as new measurement. So we are calculating the total number of employees, which is nothing but a 200, and 200 is a number. So here it is the decimal part. You can adjust the decimal. Decimal means after dot 200 dot 000, how many zero you want, and the format is whole number. Okay, and I'm not touching the data categories and other things. And from here only, if you want to create the new measure, you can click here, and if not, you can go click on modeling and we can create the new one. Understood? Okay, let's go to the modeling again, and we are done with this. So let me cross this. It will be because it is saved only. And now let's jump on to what initially we have started to create, which is nothing but active employees. So same steps, go to the modeling, click on new measure, and now we can name this as active employees. Now what was the formula of active employees? We need the total employees minus attrition count. Do we have attrition count in our columns, inner data. So let's take here only, here itself on the data part. Here on the data part, let's take, we have age, we have attrition. Does this attrition means attrition count? Okay, let's use this attrition and let's see what happens. Okay, so the formula will be nothing but attrition employee box bracket. Okay, I have not given you the total employee formula in the live chat. Let me copy paste that. Yeah, I've shared the formula for total employees in the live chat. And this formula, all everything will be inside the PDF I will be sharing in the Discord for the people, those who watch will be watching this video offline. Okay, and here total employees, you need to hit tab. I just typed TO and it recommended me the options. So total employee, hit tab from the keyboard and we need to minus. Right now we have attrition, so I will be directly using attrition, and let's see if there is something error or something went off. We can correct that things. So we need to say HR, and I don't want total employee inside this. I want attrition. So if it is not recommending, you can type here also. No worries. Initially, if you started typing, it shows error because it is the incomplete formula. But right now, if you see, I have here only that cannot find attrition name. So cross verify with the typo, the spelling mistakes. It's nothing but the typo or other things. And if it's not visible, let me zoom in what I'm doing. Hope now it is visible what I'm doing on the screen. Okay, now it says cannot find name attrition. So let's check the typo first. ATTRITION. So this is correct, but it is unable to find it. Means directly it is not accessible. Why directly it is not accessible? So let's jump onto the table, because remember this measure only works with numbers. So let's find in the table where is our attrition column, and I want to see what does it have. And this is the real job of data analyst. So it has, so attrition column has no, 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 and I think it will have two values only, sum of yes, 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 of course. So no and yes are the English textual word. That's why when I am trying to create this active employee here, let me zoom in this. That is why it is giving me an error that cannot find name attrition. Actually, that is not the error. The error is it is not in the numerical format. So that means I cannot use this one now, but I required attrition to calculate the active employees. So what we need to do? So we need to create new measurement, and there we need to convert this yes and no into numbers. And with the help of those numbers, and of course not just numbers, because now we have seen in the table it has many no's or many yes, we don't know the exact count, so we are only interested in inactive employees. So total employee minus inactive employee will be equals to active employee. Hope this sentence makes sense to you. So we need all the inactive employees. So let's go and create new measurement, and now we will calculate first inactive employees, which is nothing but here it is known as attrition count. Okay, so I'm clicking new measurement and I will be creating new measurement, and let me quickly give you this thing in the chat how to do it. And of course, so you can do it with this way also. You can have everything in one line, or else you can have in multiple lines. It is acceptable over here. So I've created new variable known as attrition count. Here I'm calculating I'm calculating means I'm performing two things under the calculate. First thing is I'm counting all the HR employee ID, which is nothing but 200. Out of this 200, I'm calling the attrition, which is only equals to no. Means out of that 200 employees, I'm only interested in the employees. Those attrition column has no value, which is in ultimately means those employee are not the part of the organization, they have left the organization, means they are inactive employees. So this will ultimately calculate and store that value in attrition count. Hope you understand this. Let's click this green commit part or hit enter. Okay, so it is done. If you see here, it is done. So we have attrition count, and here below you can see we have total employees. Now if you see, there is an exclamation on active employees because that formula is not appropriate. So let's update that formula now with the attrition count. So let's open the active employee, and now this is not required. Now box bracket, I need to call attrition count and hit tab, and let's now click on commit. Done. Now if you see, active employee doesn't have any exclamation here. So we created active employees, we also have total employees, and of course the attrition count. Up till now it is clear. Also we can have the attrition rate. What is attrition rate? Means out of 200, in our case it is 200, how many employees are leaving how many percentage of employees are leaving the organization. Or also we can have the average age, we can also have uh, average experience. It means how many experienced people, average experienced people are there. Bare minimum 5, or the age is 30 years or 35 years of average age out of 200. Majority are of a range between 30 to 35. This is the average range. I'm just assuming. Let's see with the calculation and we will see those output. Okay, so let's create new measurement, and please explain all steps till now once more. Okay, let me cancel this. Let me. Okay, I understood this. How I got this table. First thing first, why I got this table, because I need to know what are the data, and what is the data is in which format. Okay, sort of this is for you. So why we are calculating and generating measure new measure? Just name it as measurement only. Why we are calculating new measures? Directly with this raw data, which is of course it is clean data, there is no duplicate value. We have done this in the Python, but to do a analysis on this data directly is not possible because data is not in a numerical format, and everything on the dashboard should be in numerical format. Okay, so what we need to do it, we need to first find a way to convert this textual data into numerical data without updating anything inside our Excel or our in database. Understood this? That's why there is a tool called new measure, which is nothing but a DAX. I've already explained you what is DAX in Power BI. It gives us the tools and everything to convert this textual data into a numerical data. So first thing first, we need to have the total employees. So how I can calculate total employees, or you can calculate total employees from this entire Excel sheet with the employee ID. Go and count the employee ID. So I can count, or I can just scroll down and I can see the last value of the Excel. Okay, this is for the human brain, but how you will make Power BI understand that this many employees are there? That's why I have first created total employees. So total employee is nothing but there is a variable. In new measurement, I've created new variable, and this variable name will ultimately come here. So that is why this variable name is important. I'm not giving any random name. This name will be stored as a temporary data. It will not update your Excel or your database. It will just update the Power BI data column. So here if you see data total employees, that is because I have named that variable in that way. Up till now it is clear. Now I'm just counting all the employee ID, which is nothing but we know the value, it is 200. We know the value, it is 200. So we know the total employees value. Understood? Now I have total employees value and my goal is to calculate active employees. But the formula for active employees is total employees minus inactive employees, basic maths. So how to calculate inactive employees? Inactive nothing but here is attrition count. So to create attrition count, we again created a new measure and name it as attrition count. And here we use calculate formula. This is formula, calculate formula. The formula we have in Excel, sum, total, this type of formula we have in Excel. How you change tab for two different queries? Okay, see my cursor, red cursor over here. See my red cursor. Okay, here I have attrition count. Here I have total employees. Okay, let me again do it in a nicer way. Here I have total employees. Here I have attrition count. If you want to jump from attrition count to total employees, just click on total employees. I will be clicking on total employees. Left click once. It switches itself. It's the UI itself. I'm not doing it. I'm just clicking onto, if I want to go to attrition count, see my cursor, see my mouse. I'm just clicking on the attrition count. It is automatically jumping from here to there. In your case, this won't be that zoomed in. I have zoomed in a bit for you all to see it clearly. In your case, I think it will be this small. If you're doing it on a laptop, or else if you have a bigger screen, it will be that much bigger. Okay. If you want to jump on active employees from data here itself, just click on active employees. Understood this? Okay. And again, if you let me cut this. If you're all interested in formulas and everything, I just type C. See, there are n numbers of formulas here. So it has calculate, calculate table, calendar, ceiling, all the mathematical function it has. So you can go through this offline. I just can't cover everything in this live, but this all formula you already, if you know Excel, it is each and every formula Excel has, it will have more 30 plus formulas over Excel. That's it. So if you have calculate, I just hit the tab and it says first it needs expression and the second it's need filter. So our expression nothing but the total employee. So that is nothing but count of our employee ID, or else you can use the total employees over here because we ultimately just counted that only. And the filter is nothing but I want to have all those who are inactive in this organization. That's why my formula looks like this. Okay, so I'm counting the complete employees. This is my expression, means on top of this I want to do something. On top of this line number 3 I want to apply my filter, and my filter is nothing but the HR analytical attrition, which is my attrition column from my Excel, and I just want all the no's from it because it has yes also. I'm only interested in the no's, means inactive employees. That's why it will go out of 200 data, it will find all the no's and then it will count and sum all those no's. Count means 1 plus 1 plus 1. How many it will there? I don't know. We will see in the dashboard itself. So that will ultimately counted as one number. One number means it can be 10, it can be 100, it can be 156, it can be 164, whatever it may. That number will be stored in this variable. That's how this is being calculated. Okay, hope now you understood and how I'm jumping between those things. Okay, now let's calculate attrition rate because we have active employees and of course the total employees also. What is attrition rate? Attrition rate is nothing but the percentage that this many employees have left the organization or is being offline, means they are not working with the organization, they are inactive. So how to do it? Let me create the new measure. So again I'm repeating this. Here you can see the new measure, or else if you don't want to click this, go hit this cross, because we haven't done any changes to our existing formula. Just hit this cross, go back to modeling tab, and inside modeling tab, let me do it for you. Here I've come back. Let's click on home, and so count has two parameters, so there are two values stored in attrition count. Count has one expression, another is the filter, that is calculate, not count. Count will have only one parameter. Here this is not a parameter. Again, let me just clear this. This HR analytics clean is my file name. Out of this file, I'm interested in employee ID column. Understood? This is my file name, and this is file F. It's very difficult to write with mouse. And this is my column, COL. This is my column. So out of this file, Excel file, I'm interested in this column, and count formula will be counting each and every cell, inside that column, which is nothing but 200 in our case. Understood? Okay. So let's create a new measurement. Let's click on the new measurement, and now I'm interested in attrition rate. So let's remove this and have attrition rate. And if you want to come to the next line, hit enter. Simple, but hitting enter will save it, so you need to hit shift enter. Okay, shift enter will bring into the next line. So how to calculate the people those who have inactive is nothing but we will be using divide, and first the numerator is nothing but if I want to calculate it, so I will divide the active employees with the total employees. The answer will be inactive employees. So active employees, comma, denominator will be total employees, and this will give me attrition rate. Okay, now I'm not going to how I'm calculating this. This is basic simple maths. You take any other example and you know how this will be calculated. And let's save this. Once I've saved this, you can see over here it successfully created the attrition rate, but I'm interested, it is a rate, means it should be in percentage. So I'm interested this should be appeared as a percentage, not as a whole number. So let's come to format, and format, if you see over here, I'm still on the, see, my attrition rate is highlighted with the gray color. I can identify it, and it is also appeared on my measure formula tab. Here if you see, the format is general, and this is the percentage sign. So let's change it. Let's click on the percentage. So if you see, I've clicked on the percentage, and here in format, it's now says percentage. This is how you convert any number into percentage, or else if you want to convert in rupees or anything, yes, you can see the dollar sign here, you can click on it. Okay, done. Now it is in percentage. Okay, now I am in the table view. If you see, the below I have a table view over here. So let's switch to from table to our dashboard view. To do it, nothing but just click on this first icon. The below one is the table one, and here if you see on my screen below the table, I am in the table view. Let's jump onto the dashboard view. Okay, so this is the dashboard view, and let's start with simple things. Up till here, if we are on the same page, let me know in the chat, give me a thumbs up. and I will be turning off my camera because I know it is utilizing the below part of the screen, and we will be utilizing this complete Canva to build our dashboard. Okay. Any doubt up till now, or else I can start with creating the dashboard. Okay. So understand this. This is our Canva. This is our Canva. So it is completely white, and we will be utilizing visualization to generate all the graphs and other things. Okay. But first thing first, I don't know, I'm not interested in the white part of my Canva. I want it colorful, a bit modern. So let's first change the background of our Canva. To do it, you need to go to visualization, and then you need to click on this is known as format button. You need to click on this format. Okay, if you hover it, you can see the name also. So it's a format your report page. So click on it, and you will find multiple things like page information, Canva setting, Canva background, wallpaper, filter, pane, and cards. But I'm interested in, okay, let me show you what page information has. Page information has a page name, like here, page 1. You can rename it if you want. The second one is the Canva setting. So it width is 9 is to 16. That is the ratio you watch the movies, or uh, what we can say, the horizontal, the landscape is 9 is to 16 ratio. There are other ratios also. And the Canvas background, we are interested in this. So here, if you see, there are few things like color, image fit, transparency. So I'm interested in the image one. Let's click on the image, and I will be using this. So now you will be asking me, we want the image. So let me share the image in the Discord first. Where is the image in my system? Resources, live. Give me a thumbs up if you got the dashboard background image. Got it. Okay. Thank you for the confirmation, Saurav. And you can use it in the way I have done it. And also, if you see, there is a white color. There is a white color. I'm not interested in the white color. So let's change the color. Click on this more color, and I'm interested in the blue. This blue. Uh, it's dark blue. Nothing else. I have the hash code. If you want, I can give you the hash code in the chat. So let me paste that hash code in the chat too. And the image should be fit. It's stretch or fill. So I'm going with fit, means it should be perfectly fitting my Canva. And the transparency, it is 100 currently. I want it to be 0. Once you change the transparency to 0, you will see that image will be appeared on the Canva itself. I'm going very slow because this we are doing it the first time, and you need to understand the stuffs. So what was this transparency is nothing but the transparency of the color. If I change this color to white again, see, if I change this color to white again, nothing changes. If I increase the transparency, that white color is now coming here. So it's just playing around with the colorful things. That's why I have my own color. That hash code I've already given in the chat. If you have your own color and then you increase or decrease the transparency, because background is dark blue, so I need to operate with that dark blue, but it's nothing to do with the color itself if you are only interested to have the background image itself. So okay, now image is there. Hope now let's close this Canva background. Just click on this, and now let's jump to bars and chart, which is nothing but this one, this icon under visualization. Now we are just playing with visualization. We will touch each and majority thing. Not I can just show you each and every bar chart or any chart in the visualization, but let's jump to the visualization charts. Okay, and I am interested in the cards. Let's first create cards and understand what card is. Where to find the card? The card is over here. This type, there is a card with an thunder icon on it. Okay, and if you click have your mouse over it, it will say the cards. Let's click on that. Simply just click it. This type of stuff will come onto the Canva. Okay, now the filter also has been opened, but now right now we are not touching the filter. So close that filter. To close it, just hit this arrow. Okay, so I'm hitting it, and now if you see the value over here, this is the value, the category, tooltip. We need to have value category for our card which we have imported in our dashboard. So now why I have used this card, I want to display the total employees first, total employees of the company. And do we calculated the total employee? So let me maximize this data and visualization a bit, so all these things are visible to me. Are we calculated? Yes, we have calculated. So if we calculated, let's have the value over here. So there are two ways to do it. One way is either we can directly have the employee ID over here or the total employees. So let's first grab a total employee. How to grab it? Here it is the total employee. You can directly click on this empty box, or else just click, hold it and drag and drop here on the value. Understood? Let me do it. I just drag and drop on the value. Okay, now it says 200 employees. Perfect. Yes, and the other things, let it be, we are not touching the categories and tooltip. Now we are jumping on to the next part, which is you can see the format of this card, and there is other option too, but this is not required, this option. We are only interested in the second option, which is formatting of this card. So let's click on that. Once you click it, you will find two options. First is visual, second is general. So we will first jump to general one, and then we will be coming to the visual part. Okay, okay, let me click on to the general. General, you may have properties, tiles, effects, data format, header icons, tooltip, alt text. Okay, many more things. Let's jump to the property first. In property, you will see height and width, of this complete card. So let's set it to something small. I don't want that big. I don't want that card should be that big. So it's 280 by default. Let's change it to 201. Okay, and now we can have this here. You can place it wherever you like. I'm placing it because let me quickly show you the output also that I have already shown. Okay, I am creating this exact thing, so that's why I'm just matching each and everything from here. You can place this below also, or wherever you are comfortable, and your dashboard, it's your dashboard, you can shape it. Okay, and the second thing here is position. So there are two things to set the position with the number also. If I set it to 10, see, it is horizontally, it is shifted. I have set it to 10, and vertically if I want to set it, let's change it to 86, and you can see it vertically shifted. Or else you can just click on it and just place it wherever you want. And the red line, if you are seeing it, the red line is the the Power BI canvas red line. It is helping you to center align this card or any of the charts. Okay, so I am interested and see this value changes as I move this from here and there, the value changes. Okay, but I'm interested in it should be on horizontally 10 and vertically 86, so you can set it. Done. Up till here we are on the same page. Okay, now I've just closed the size part because we have done it. I don't want to retouch it again. And the position, I'm happy with the position. Let's jump onto the padding. Let's see the padding part. So right now I don't want to touch the padding because if you haven't worked with the CSS, if you're not sure what padding is, that's why I'm not touching it. I will be show you what padding is all about. Okay, so we are done with the properties part. Let's jump to title. And inside title, first thing first, if you see it is off, so let's on it. Once you on it, you will see an empty text. So let's add the text. This is nothing but we have calculated and displaying total employees. Okay, and uh, the font is DIN. I'm interested in this one. You can go whatever font you like. The font is, you are aware with Calibri, Arial. This is known as font, and I want to go with the font size 18, and I want it bold. See, this is the changes. It is now, let me zoom in this. The total employees is bold, and I want it center align, so I made it center align. Done. And wrap text is by default enabled. So I've done with the title also. Just close it. Yes, the definition is correct, Saurabh. The padding is nothing but from the interior side of the boundaries of a container. But with the help of definition, nobody will understand this, and unless and until I will show them what is this all about. Okay. So next part is effect. So let's go on to the effect, and here in effect, let's have the transparency 100. So if you hit the transparency 100, you can see the background image is now visible, but the total employees is not visible because of the black color. So we need to go again onto the title, and here in the text color, we need to change it to the white itself. And now it is visible. Understood? Up till here, I think we are on the same page. Okay, now let's jump onto visual. Now the basic things in the general we have done it. Let's jump on to the second part, which is visual. So let's click on the visuals, and first thing first, let's check what is multi-card layout, and it says as tiles. So tiles is nothing but this is a box tile, and it says horizontal. It says column 10. Let's change it to 1 because I want only one data inside it, and this is done. Now the layout part is done. Padding, I don't want to check it. Shape, I don't want to touch it. Gap, nothing. That part is done. Let's click on the card itself, the second option. And if I am going very fast, just ping me in the live chat that this point you didn't get it. I'm going very fast. I will be uh, holding my horses because there are much more things we need to go through here. Okay, so let's see here. Border is on, divider is on, background is on. So I'm not interested in border. Let me close this, means off it. Let me off the divider also. Let me off the background also. Okay, I'm not interested in those part, and this is the beautification of this card. You can explore it offline if you are interested in that. Okay. So let's close this, and then card is done. The next option is call out. In call out, I'm not if you see, if I maximize this, if you see, we have the title in place. We also have this total employee, by default it is coming, and that is coming from the this call out. Inside call out, you see the label. Just turn off this label, and that below total employee is gone. But we are interested in the value. Don't turn off the value, or else this 200 will also be gone. So we require that value. So remember, inside call out value 200. In multi-card layout, in multi-card, see, multi-card layout has many options, sort of layout, shape, padding, gap, border, background, overflow. In this layout, I've changed the column from 10 to 1. That's it. Understood? And now majorly we are done with this. So still we have some issue over here, and that issue is, if you cross verify with our image itself, in our image this 200 is in the center, and of course here we have a white box, but here in my final output, the image is the final output, I don't have any type of white box. So how to remove that white box first? So that white box is nothing but it's the box coming from multi-card layout. So go to the multi-card layout, and here if you see the background is on, just click off, just click on it, it will turn off. Now once it is turned off, you see, because our color is black, now from where it is coming, the call out, because this 200 is nothing but the call out value. So inside call out value, just click on the color, hit on white color, and it appears as 200. Now just hit on the horizontal alignment as center, and I think you all know this because it is there in Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Yes. And then increase the font size. It is currently 24. I will go with 34, and if you want, you can go with any of the size. Okay. And I'm also interested to make it bold, so I make it bold. If you want, you make it italic, you make it underline. It's completely on you, because it's your dashboard. Okay. So I will be going again on the general, because I have resized it to show you that below thing. So I'm just having my original value in place. Okay. And now if you see, it is almost as same as the image. It is almost as the same as the image. Only missing thing is this border, round border. If you see, the edges of this border is not that sharp, it's rounded. So this is the only missing part from our card. So let's have that, and to create it, we need to go to, again, first thing first, you need to select that card. Once you select it, then you need to go to format visuals, and then here in cards we need to have borders. Okay. But does activating this border will work? See, if I activate the card border, it gives the border to 200, but I am interested in the entire border of my card. So that we need to do from general. Okay, if I'm going fast, this general is applicable to throughout the card, and visual is applicable to the value inside the card. First understand this difference. So we need to apply the border throughout the card, means the complete card. So go on to the general and make sure this is selected, and then just click on visual border, and uh, the black won't be visible on my blue background. So let's change it to white. Up till now it is clear, and I think we are on the same page. Okay. Now let me click on outside on the Canva to unselect this card. If you see, if I zoom in, if I zoom in, this edges are not round. So let's again select this, go to format, general. Inside here I've on the effects, and inside effects I am visual border. And if you see the round corner option, this is the round corner option. Here it is. Let's change this value to 15. And now if you see, it is successfully rounded. But now there is another issue. Another issue is this total employee size has been increased, or else it is not fitting very well. Our 200 is now gone. So what we need to do it, we need to set the size of our title. So again, select this, go to visualization, general, go to the title, and we need to set it in a way that it should appear in a single line. Now it is coming into the in two lines, it is coming in a two lines, so we need to have it in a single line. Okay, give me a thumbs up till now if it is clear what I am doing and you are getting it and you're doing it with me. Okay, to decrease the size. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. To decrease the size inside title and title, just decrease the size of your title itself. See, I've decreased it to 10. Now that 200 has appeared. Now you do it manually, it's your way. Just check it if 15 is working fine for you, or else 17 is working fine for you. 18 is coming down, so 17 is working fine for me. But again, now that 200 below part is not visible, and that is where padding come into the picture. Now I need to reduce the padding. Padding is nothing but the space between them. Space between them means space between this total employee and space between this 200. I need to remove this space from top padding. This is left padding, this is right padding, this is bottom padding, and this is known as top padding. So I need to remove this top padding, or else you can do vice versa. You can remove the bottom padding of total employees. It's completely on you what you need to do. Okay, so let's remove the padding, and to do so, first thing first, you need to just close everything which is not required, which is we are not currently working, or else it will just create the confusion. So we are not working with the title. Let's minimize this. We want to work with padding, and it is inside the property, so I came onto the padding. Now I'm reducing the padding of total employees. So reducing means I need to reduce this space. So if I'm considering total employees, I need to remove the below padding of it. So means I need to reduce this one. This is the below padding. Above it doesn't have any padding, it is 0. Left side it has 5, right side it has 5. Okay, so let's reduce it. I've reduced it to 4, and see 2 is fine, but still the 0 is the issue. So let's reduce it one more, and 3. I've just done it to 3, and you can see beautifully that 200 is coming beautiful. Okay, done. Let's, if you want to deselect this card, just click anywhere on the Canva, and let me zoom out. And if you match the image now, this is the exact same thing. Understood? Now we have successfully created one card. The next step is just to copy paste it. So just click on it, Control C, Control V, and now just arrange it in the way you want and change it. So next thing is I'm interested into knowing the active employees. So I've just selected this, and go to the visualization format, general, inside title, and I'm changing the total to active employees. I've changed it, and now the logic part, the mathematical part, the active employees. So we have successfully calculated the active employees. So once you select this card, you can see the value is total employees. We just need to change the value to active employees. Okay, so just hit a X from here and just drag and drop the active employees. Done. Everyone is with me. But again, is 44 is the active employee? How we can check this? Let's come to our table. Let's come to our table, and table is here below. I've just uh, let me minimize this and expand the table. Okay, I'm not grabbing it. Okay, so where is that column? Let me check the attrition here and just click on the attrition, and let's first check for yes, and I can see okay, and of course let's click on no. Okay, this is I was checking how if you're not getting it, what I'm checking over here is I'm checking if this is right or not. For example, if I change the active employee, the value from, if I remove the active employee and have the attrition count over here, the value will be different. So which value should come over here? 156 is the actual value, the employees who are working with us, or the active employee is the actual value, means the 44 was the actual employee. I just want to check how good you all at maths. So comment me what should be the value for this card: active employee value which has 44 or attrition count which has 156. Fast in the chat. 156. Okay, those who didn't got the logic can comment on this video and I will be explaining it to you in the chat. Okay, let's move on to the next card itself. So to create the next card, just click on this, copy, paste it, and just align it. And this card will be attrition rate because we have already created it. So let's click on the format and general. I think now you know it, so we can do it quickly. And attrition rate, I've changed this and you can see it successfully changed. And here we nothing but we need to have the uh, attrition rate. So do we calculate the attrition rate? And of course we calculate it. So just drag and drop onto the value. Okay, so now this is the issue. I haven't selected this attrition rate, and then I have not drag and drop my attrition rate on this. I've just directly drag and drops here. That's why it's created a new one, and this is the beginner mistake. So just delete this, hit delete from your keyboard, select the card you are interested to do it. Just remove the attrition count. We are not interested in the attrition count, we are interested in attrition rate. And now if you see, it says 22.0.0 something like this. So what is the solution to it? How we can fix this? So nothing but let's click on it and let's go to the formatting. Let's check the formatting. It's something might be issue with the formatting or something else. Yes, so let's go to general first. I don't think inside general anything is the issue. Apply setting to data format. effects. I don't think here is the issue. It's where is the issue? Then visualization, because any data inside the card, we need to deal it with the visualization. Okay. So what might be the issue you think over here is? It's very easy. It's very easy. The issue is very easy. Think on it. Because here 156 is coming well, 200 is coming well. Why it is coming 22.0 dot dot dot? Why it is not coming as 22 percentage? Because we have set the attrition rate as percentage. Let's click on the attrition rate. If you see, it is percentage. What's the issue over here is on percentage. If you see here, we are saying adding the two decimal. Let's change that to decimal to. I don't want any of it. I want 0. Once you set this as 0, double digit after the point. Yes. Once you set this as 0, and now let's go back to our dashboard. Let's click on home and let's minimize this. Okay, let's go back to our dashboard, and now if you see 22%. Done. Okay, but if anyone is interested in the count also, 22% of this 200 means 22% has left the organization. But what is the head count? So let's give the head count to them. Let's copy paste it and let's change this to attrition count. So go to the format, general, title. Let's change this to count count, and in visualization just remove the attrition rate and have the active employee here. Done. This is done. 4 card is successfully, we have created the 4 card successfully. Okay, might I have done it here and there a bit according to the image. So let me rearrange them and see how that red line is guiding me. Okay. Perfect. Now let's copy paste it and let's create the next. The next in the image is average age. So do we have calculated the average age? No, we have not. So how to calculate it? Simple. In Excel, we have a formula like average. So first thing first, we need to create the new measure. So let's go to modeling, click on new measure. And here, if you see behind, it has come up. Let's say EVERAG average age equals to average, and nothing but from here. Let me zoom out a bit because it's not visible to me. Okay, I need to zoom out a bit more. Just select the age column here. Yeah, now I can see this. Now I can zoom it for you all to see. This is the formula. Let me copy paste into the live chat too. This is how we will calculate the average age. And let's hit enter. It will create the new measure in the data tab. If you see here, new age, average age means new measurement. Now let's change the title over here and go to general title, and let's say if you want to name it AVG, you can do it. It's your dashboard. So whatever you want to do it, you can do it. But I want to name it as average age. Okay, and then I need to click on this, and here I need to remove the attrition rate, and we have calculated average age. Let's click it. Okay, so it successfully calculated the average age is nothing but 39.67. Okay, up till here we are good. So we have a little bit space. I can think we can accommodate one new card. Let's copy paste that. And yes, it is successfully coming here. Let me align it. Okay. So what we can have in the last card, according to image, it's the average experience. So first, let's rename it. Go to title and Now average experience is a long word, so I'm using AVG, EXPERIENCE. Done. The other things are done. Now we need to calculate the average experience. So how we can calculate the average experience is the same way, because we have an experience column in our data. So let's just apply the average formula on it. So to do it, we need to create a new formula. So go to the modeling, go to the new measure. Let's create the new measure with the name AVERA, average experience, EXPERIENCE, and the formula will be same, average HR. Let me first it, I'm not able to see it. HR experience. Now I can zoom this also, that also. And don't forget the parenthesis, hit enter. It is saving it. And if you see, it is successfully saved here. Average experience. Let's select the first thing first. Let's select. Without selecting, you can't do anything. Let's select and maximize, means expand our visualization. And here let's go to the format, remove the average age. We are working with the average experience, so make sure you have selected it. Remove the average age and just drag and drop the average experience. You can see the average experience is 9. Done. Done. Let me just quickly zoom this and let's bring my image here. Let's zoom out, and if you see, total employees, active employee, average attrition count, age and experience, everything matches with the data. Done. Now let's jump on to creating this all diagrams, and then we will be creating the other stuffs. Okay, I think up till now it is clear how easy now this is to create all this. Okay, let's now create the charts. We have worked with the card. Now I'm interested to work with donut chart, and donut chart you can find in the visualization here. Just first thing first, if you selected any of the cards or any of the charts and then you click on new chart, it will update your existing chart. Don't do such type of mistake. Make sure before doing anything new on your canvas, just click on the empty place on the canvas and then select the new chart. Okay, so I've selected the donut chart, and in donut chart I'm interested, let's place it over here, and we can rearrange the shape and size and the other things also. I'm interested in the donut on the basis of department, so let's get it from our data. Here is our data, and let's find the department. If you're unable to find it, you will see, oh sorry, you will see this search bar. So use that search bar, just type department and you will see the department here. Just drag this department and place in the legends. Okay, and let me maximize this. You can see, as soon as I just place the department in legends, here you can see finance, HR, IT, marketing, operations, sales. We have 6 departments successfully appeared. Okay, there is one doubt in the live chat. Let me clear that. All clear, but little confusion in implementing formulas for each card. Okay, I can understand that attrition count and active employees uh, might creating the issue with you. So if you want to understand that, I think the issue is with this active employees. So what we can do over here is, how we calculated active employees is nothing but total employees minus attrition count. And here in attrition count, just come to attrition count. We have calculated the attrition count for the no. If we calculated for yes, it will say 156. And for active employees, then it will say total employees minus attrition count is coming 44 for us. That's why I think for attrition count it is confusing for you. Yes, Saurav, how we are calculating this is because total employee is easy for you. I think average age was easy for you, and average experience is easy for you. The only confusion is between the active employees and attrition count. Why? Because that is the issue with the calculation of active employees, means nothing but the attrition count. If this you understand, then other things is clear to you. Yes or no? I think that this is your original doubt. The formulas. Because calculating the age is nothing but we are selecting each and every column, adding that up, and then dividing it by 200, because I know there is 200 employees. So it's simply this formula is doing that only. For same with the experience, it's adding all the experience, 200 experience, dividing it by 200. That is how we calculate average. So I know you don't have any doubt in average experience and age, and also in the total number of employees. The only doubt is with the active employees and attrition count. So I'm just clicking on the here only itself. So, let me show you. So if I'm interested in opening the average age, I'm just clicking on the average age, and by default this is coming here. In your case, it might be smaller. It will be like this. I'm just maximizing this for you all to visibly for the visibility. And if you see, there is an collapse to a single line and maximize this. There is an option here. I'm not sure this is visible, but there is an option over here. So you can use this to maximize or to minimize the formula tab. Okay. Okay, for your doubt for active employees and attrition count, I will be clearing that thing in the end. No worries. Let's just finish the let's just complete the dashboard and finish each and everything, each and every element over here, and then I will come to that doubt. Is that fine? So I can proceed. Okay. I hope how department appear on this donut, you all understand it. Okay. So now let's add the value. So for the value, I'm going with the attrition count. And now with the attrition count, you can see all those things. Now there is a confusion. Okay, let me clear this C right here, right now only, or else it will generate more issues. Let me go to the attrition count formula first and maximize this. If we change this to yes, okay, I've changed the attrition count to yes. Now you see the active employees and attrition count has been changed. So let's just click on this and remove the active employee. Now have the active employee in place, and also attrition count, remove the attrition count and have the. Now I think your doubt will be gone, Saurav, and for others also. So now the naming is working as it is stated, that active employee is 156 and attrition is 44. And of course, if I click on this, you will see I added the value of active employee, and here in attrition count I've added the attrition count which we have successfully calculated. So one thing was here in attrition count, if you see the formula, what I have done was I have set it to no, means people those who have uh, left the organization. I was initially filtering out them. Filtering out means I'm filtering the 200 with the filter that people those who have left the organization. So that simply means in plain English, I'm removing that 44 employees from 200. That 44 employees is inactive employee. So if you remove 200 out of 44, the calculated value will be 156. Okay, that calculated value will be 156. That's why your attrition count was coming 156, which was ultimately wrong. It should be an active employee. So that mistake was coming from here. It should be yes. Okay. Now, if you see, the attrition rate has been changed. It should not be 78% because 156 is the uh, working active employee, and attrition rate is the employee percentage who has left. That means we need to update the formula of attrition rate also. So let's come over here, and here it should not be active employees, it should be attrition count. And now if you see, I've just changed it to perfectly correct. And I hope that is your doubt, Saurav. But the attrition rate is maybe different, okay? Because we have used the active employees divided by total employees. It should be attrition count divided by total employees. This is the confusion. I think now you all are clear. The only mistake was in attrition count formula, I have filtered out those who are inactive. But in reality, I need to filter out those who are active. So out of 200, if I filter out, means I have removed the active employees. So the remaining employees means that 44 is inactive employees, and that inactive 44 number should be our attrition count, because attrition is nothing but the people, those who are inactive. That was my mistake. Sorry, my bad. And now I think the this is clear for you all. Okay. So now here also, in our in this chart, we are interested only in active employees. So let's remove this attrition count from here, and now we need to have active employees as value. Understood? I think everything will be going smooth from here onwards. Okay, now we have successfully generated our chart. Let's just beautify it. Let's go to the format, the general, the property. I will change the size and width. So I will change the width to 350 and size, I think 250 is enough, or else 250 is enough. Okay. And if I want to change the position, you can change the position to, it's completely on you, it's freehand, it's completely on you, you can just drag and do it, but I'm doing it on the number base. Okay, if I didn't find this perfect, I can also rearrange it in this way. Done. Up till here, if it's done, let's jump on to the next, which is nothing but the title. And again, here we need to change to white, because I will change the background color, and DIN change to I'm going with this, whatever this is now. And of course, it should not be active employees by department, it should be attrition by department. And I don't want to make it center align, it should be left align only. And I need to increase the size of it. So okay, let me first remove the background itself, so it will be visible for you all, that what I'm doing over here. Meantime, now you are aware what we need to do and what we need to update here, so you can also do it on your end. Let me go to the effects and background, and let's make it transparency 85. Now if you see, the attrition by department is coming because I've set it to blue. Now I know what needs to be done. So bold was missing, I've bolded it, of course, and I think other thing is fine. 14 is fine. Let me zoom in and check it. I think this is fine. Okay, and one thing is missing right away. I can see the border. So let's add the border, because our other cards have the border. So this should also have the border. Let's go to the format, general, effects, and visual border, and it should be rounded. So let's again give the 15, and the border should be white color, of course, and the width of the border should be 1. If you want, you can increase the width. So in this way, this way it will look, but it completely depend on what will be the look and feel you're giving to the dashboard itself. So I love 1 pixel only, so I will be giving that very thin border itself. Okay. I'm done. Let's change the color of the other things also, and let's make this. Let's go to the visual over here again. Select this. Don't forget to select it. Visual, and let's click on the legends, and it is center right. This is the legend. Department is the legend. Let's click on the text. Let's click on the color and change it to the white. Now you can see it perfectly, and let's make it bold. And as we are already stating it as attrition by department, so this department doesn't make any sense over here. This department I'm talking about, this department doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I don't want that department over here, and we will be removing it. So to remove it, you can see the title. Just turn off the title, and once you turn off the title, that department is gone. Done. Now only remaining part is to change the color of this numbers, donut numbers. So let's come on to, let's close the options and text and legends. Just come on to the detail label and value. I've come on to the detail label value, and here you can see the color black, change it to white. And now if it is looking beautiful to you, if you are happy with this, you can proceed, or else you can change something. So I need to change this. Okay, I need to make it bold, and also I'm increasing the size by 1. From 9 I'm making it 10 for the ease of readability. Okay, so this is done. Let's compare it with the image. So if you see in our image, it's same. Done. Okay, let's move on to the next bar chart. Let me zoom on a bit. Click outside on the Canva, empty part of the Canva, and this is the stack bar chart, which is the first one. This is the first one I'm going to use. Okay, just click on the empty Canva and then click on the, and then I want to arrange it over here. And then let's have what is first thing first, the data itself. So it has y-axis, x-axis, and legends. So on y-axis I want to show the salary slab. So let's search the salary, and it has a monthly salary, but we can't just show the monthly salary of each and every employees. We need to have a salary slab that certain number of employees fall in, like for example 3 to 6 lpa, or 6 to 10 lpa, and 10 plus lpa means yearly salary, and we haven't calculated it. So what we need to do, we need to create a new measure. Yes or no in the chat? Okay, if you are not getting this, yes, we need to create something, but that something is not measure. So let's go on to modeling, and let's explore the other few options. So let's click on the modeling. I clicked on the modeling, and here inside the modeling you can see the new column. You can see the new column. And what does this new column does? Let's hover it. Write a DAX expression that creates a new column in the selected table and calculate the value for each row. Okay, new column, nothing but it will create a new column. Let's click on it, because I don't want to have one specific value. If you create new measure every time, then data might get messy. Okay, yes, a bit. This is appropriate answer, I can say, but not 100%. Data might get messy, but understand it why I'm not creating a new measurement. See, new measure store one value only. For example, 44, 156. This is one value. And can everyone's salary can be same? Each and every employee can have same salary? No, it is not possible. Each and every employee has different salary. So how we can calculate? In our table we have their monthly salary. So first thing first, we need to calculate their yearly salary. After calculating their yearly salary, we need to bifurcate them between the ranges from 3 to 0 to 3 lakh, 3 to 6 lakh, 10 plus lakh, or whatever range you want to create it. Okay, so this is not possible, this because this is not a one data, and this is not possible that we can't sum the calculate the average or count the monthly salary and give each and every one the same salary. That's why we required a new column itself, because each and every individual has their own salary. That's why new column is required. Okay, so let me give you the code itself first in the chat. Okay, this is, oh, there is a limitation to live chat itself. Character limitation I'm talking about. I wasn't able to paste the complete formula. Okay, I'll just share you the complete formula, and let me quickly start writing the complete formula itself. I just by mistakenly created it, I think. Okay, let's go on to the modeling and new column. And here in new column, first let's name it as salary slab. Okay, inside this shift enter, first thing first, I'm creating a new variable which is where, and I'm calculating the annual salary. So I've given my variable name as annual salary, and to calculate it, it's nothing but the uh, monthly salary. Where is the monthly salary over here? Okay, this is the monthly salary into 12. Okay, this is common sense how to calculate the, and then I just want to return from here, and then I'm using switch case. What is switch case? And if it is true, means that our value lies in the range what we are going to create. So which is not, if you seen my Python basic tutorials, you already know about what is switch and everything. Okay, this is 30,000, 3 lakh, and I'm saying this is a range between 0 to 3. Oh, sorry, 0 to 3 LPA. And done. So this is what I'm doing. First thing first, I'm calculating the average salary. I've created my own variable, and then I'm returning it from here, means once it is calculated, and this will be done for each and every employee. And then I'm creating a switch case. Switch case means the only one condition is true, that it will lie in this range. So that's why this line is here, means if it is true, then go down and check the annual salary. If annual salary is less than 3 lakh, that employee salary is range between 0 to 3 LPA. The second one, we will be copy pasting and creating the same and the same. Okay, and here I've just changed the number 3 to 6, and here I'm changing to 6, and then 6 to 10, 6 to 10. Oh, and here I need to change 3 to 10. And if the salary is more than 10 lakhs, so simply we can say 10 lakh plus LPA. So this is you can create more divisions of this, and then don't forget to close the parenthesis of switch. Okay, so we have created 4 values. Switch is this switch no case in defined? Yes, this is the same switch you have seen in any of the programming language, and also in the Python I've already shown you. Switch is the alternative for nested if else. What is nested if else? If, else if, else if, else if, or elif, elif, elif in Python, and else. Okay, thank you for checking my typo, Saurabh. So I just made a typo of 36. I think I just copy pasted and enter the 6 over here. Okay. So this is how we are calculating the new salary slab column. It will do for each and every employee. That's why we can't do it in a new measure. And once I hit enter, it will create that column. So it is working on it. Depending on your system configuration, it will be very fast or very slow. Okay. So once it is done, let me show you where it is. So here, if you see, here it is the salary slab, and the icon is different from the measure. If you see the icon, it has a box and fx. That means it is a column. Okay. Now let's jump on to our graph back again. And here now on the y-axis, let's grab our newly created column of salary slab and have that here. Now on x-axis, because this is a salary slab of each and every individual employees, we need to have the employee ID on x-axis, but it will have the all the employee ID. So by default it says count of employee ID. So if you click on it, you can see there is two count. One count is this thing, second is the count. So in our case, it is a clean data. There is no duplicate value. So if you go with this thing or count, it is one and the same. Okay. And here in legends, let's go with attrition. Why we want to go with the attrition? Because I want those data to the employee, those who have left the organization. So here, if you see in the bar, okay, if you see, we have the light blue and dark blue. Light blue is the active employee, dark blue is the nothing but the people, those who have left the organization. So let me check the image first. Okay, in image I have used different graph itself. Okay, I have used the clustered graph. Clustered graph is the third option. So let's change it to the third option itself. Just select it, select this uh, graph and click on the third option, and it will update the graph itself. Okay, I just selected my working graph, and then I click on the whatever new graph I want to change it. Okay, there is a question in the live chat, why the salary slab is a column? Is it updated in the original data file? Let me show you. Okay, let's go to the table itself and let's see. At the end you see the salary slab. That's why it says as new column. Now will it affect our original Excel? Let me show you the original Excel also. So I've kept the original Excel in resources, live, HR. I can this one is the original database. So that is a very good and logical doubt. See here, this is the original Excel, and this Excel I have shared with you all. See, the last column is nothing but the city, means the original data is been untouched. But here the data we are working, this is the data we are working here. If you have the new measure is nothing but a calculated value. It won't update this table, but if you create new column, it will insert the new column in imported Excel data, not just Excel, in imported data. So that's why we are the one who told the Power BI, add new column to my existing data, but do not update it to the Excel. It won't update your original data, means the Excel. Why I'm saying Excel? Because Excel is my original data over here. Because this is column and the table is made up of rows and columns. I think you understand this. And okay, you deleted the comment itself. Another is a calculated value. I think I answered this. The calculated value won't update in the column itself. Okay, let's jump back to the report view, the dashboard view, and let's change the look and feel of this. And first thing first, let's change the name of it. This is attrition by salary. So I'm selecting this and going to the format, general, title, and this is too big. Let's remove completely and say attrition by, okay, B is small in everywhere, so I need to follow that thing. Attrition by salary. Okay, now we don't need to go again and change the visuals, change the format and do those stuffs. Okay, there is one powerful thing in Power BI, and I think this is there in Excel, it is there in, I think it is there in all the Microsoft products, and that is known as format painter. Format painter means whatever format we have applied for our first chart. So select that first chart, and here in home in clipboard you can find that format painter. So select that format painter and make sure your first chart is being selected. Okay, this is selected. I'm clicking on format painter, and then I'm directly coming to the chart I need to, and see my cursor has changed to a brush, into a brush, and then I'm clicking on to the second one, the I need to make it formatted. So see, it is changed into all the formatting. So the other things are there, we can work on those things, but basic formatting is done. So we need to only concentrate on the salary slab, the count of employee ID. Let me zoom in so it is visible to you all what I'm saying. Okay, so let's change this all. Let's change. So to change it, because it is a inside data, we need to uh, go to the visualization, inside visualization format, and here in visual we need to change those things. Okay, so first thing first, legends. Let's click on legend, and it is on top left. What is legend? This no and yes is the legend, so I'm interested it should be on the bottom. So let's say there are many options, but I'm interested in bottom center, so it came to bottom center. Okay, and other things, let's I'm not interested in count of employee ID, which is coming over here. So which axis is this on? Let's understand this, how I know where to click it. So this is y axis, this is x axis, so it is on x axis. So open the x axis, and if you see there is a title over here, let's off the title, and that count employee ID is gone. Also this white dotted line, I'm not interested in that white dotted line, so let's click on the value, that will make it off. Okay, just let me do complete this and I will be explaining you column once more. Okay, sort of, just bear with me. So let's click on this value, and that white dotted line is also gone. Done. Now let's come to this 0, 10 and other things which is not visible here, and salary slab, which is nothing but on the y-axis. Let's come on to the y-axis, and here you see the value is in the black. Let's click on the white, make it bold. Now it is visible if you see. And title, let's come on to the title and also make it white. So now you can see the salary slab also and make it bold. And this, then I'm going with the other font size, so you can go with the other font size also. Okay, I think majority thing is done over here. Let's cross verify with our image. I think this is the exact same thing what we are looking for, but the remaining part is the color itself. So how to change the color of any of the chart? So that is also very easy. That is also here only. Let's me close this value, title, y-axis, x-axis, legend, and you see this option. This is the bar option. In visual, in the first tab only, in visual you can see the bar option. Let's click on those bar, and you can see here it says all. Here it says all. First let's change it to no and yes. No and yes, nothing but we have added the attributes. So no is in the light blue, remember, and yes is in the dark blue. So first let's change the blue one, and I will be going with the light pink shade. So whatever color you like, you go with that. Okay, so I've selected no. Let's click on this more color and let me change it to pink. Okay, double hash. And okay, my system has been hanging. Just a second. Okay, meantime, I will answer this. Please tell once more to add it as a column. Okay, you want how I am adding it as a column? Go to the modeling, go to this new column, click on the new column, and whatever formula I have already given you with the slab, the slab salary, a salary slab that I have named it is the column name, and inside that I've created a variable. That variable is I'm calculating the monthly salary into 12, which is nothing but an annual salary of an employee. Then I'm returning it. I need to come out of that calculation. That's why I've used return on that. Okay. Okay, where is salary slab? Yes. That here I've used return because I need to come out of this calculation. And this calculation will store each and every employee ID salary according to their employee ID. Means uh, EMP001 has 10,000. So 10,000 into 12 means 1,20,000 per year. So this will store the first value of salary slab, means the column first value will be 1,20,000. Then in switch, first thing first, true means that column has a annual salary. If yes, then it will come and check over the range. If it is less than 3 lakh, the range is here, and then it will add that particular employee ID to this range. I hope you understood now, sort of. Okay. Okay, let's come back to our chart. Okay, let's now try to, and okay, I by mistakenly clicked it. If you see, everything is already interactive and linked with each other. If I click on this, the value of each and everything changes. If I click on this one is for finance, every value is being changed and updated for finance. If I click on IT, each and everything is changed for IT. If I click on this or other stuff, that means it is by default an interactive dashboard. Okay, let's come back to our color change part. Okay, let's click on this, go to format, come to the bars. Let's select, no, okay, well, let me do for this one. Now it is changed. Now let's come to no and pink color. Okay, now it is changed. Okay, it's simple. This from here you select and change for no and yes. It's simply just changing the color. And now if you see, it is same as the image. Done. Why I'm just again and again showing you the image, because I'm not teaching something else. I've just promised, and this YouTube thumbnail is this dashboard only. I'm teaching the exact same thing, and I already promised this. I will be building this from scratch in front of you. We will be going very slow. This live will be big, but once you understand this, how I'm calculating what is new column, how I'm bringing the data, and how I'm changing the look and feel, you can create any dashboard of your own. Because first you need to clean the data, which is should we go inside the Python and do everything. Then you need to create a CSV file after of the clean data. Then you need to import that CSV file over here. And then what we have done is, before that I've thought of this. See, I'm not directly creating this table. I've created few set of questions, and that set of question means somebody in company can ask the total employees, active employees, the employees which are left, and the leaving rate, means attrition rate, average age. This type of question I've already thought of this. That's why I'm creating the dashboard in this way. Might be if you're working for an e-commerce website. So their question might be on the sales, on the product, how many products are there in the inventory, how many products we need to order. For example, they're selling the t-shirts, so out of 100 how many t-shirts are sold and how many t-shirts we need to restock it again. This type of stuffs, it easy to get this type of data with the help of the Power BI dashboard, the data analyst dashboard. Okay, now let's jump onto the next part and create the next chart itself. So the next chart is a bit tricky to understand, but it's not that hard. So it's nothing but a slicer. The next chart is nothing but a slicer. Where you find the slicer is with the funnel. You can see a funnel. So let me highlight that. Here it is. It is below pie chart on the left side of table. You can find on the left side of a table. Okay. So first thing first, let's click on the blank space of our dashboard and then click on funnel. Let's drag it over here. And the first thing is we need to add the value to it. Without adding value, you can't do anything uh, with this. Okay. So let's select it and okay. Okay, uh, okay, let's change it. I don't want to work with funnel. Let's change it. Let's work with table. I think I've used table. Let me quickly verify the image. Okay, I've used the matrix. So let's use the matrix. Uh, okay, rows and columns and values. Okay, first thing first, rows. So in rows, what this matrix is used for? So the matrix I am using to show how many department and job titles we have, and on those departments, on those job title, how many employees are working. Just for an example, we have 5 testers, we have 3 DevOps, we have 10 backend engineer, we have 3 front end engineer, we have 1 DevOps engineer. This type of data also it is required in organization. So with the help of matrix or table, you can use any of the one. I'm going with matrix. And in rows I'm interested to have the job title. So let's search the job title over here, and we have the job title. Let's drag and drop into the rows, and you can see the account manager, account auditor, and because this is an organization, it's not an purely for IT. There are other department also, HR department, finance department. We have all the department listed over here: marketing, IT, operations, sales, HR, finance. Okay, in columns, let's say let's have uh, job satisfaction. So people are happy with their roles. And lastly, I want to have the total count of them. So inside values, let's go with attrition. And you can see no, 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 yes, 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 no, no, no. Why this is yes and no? Because ultimately our attrition is no and yes. So how to convert this no and yes into the number? So if you see on the value, I've placed the attrition, but it says first attrition. Let's change it to, click on it, and let's change it to count this thing. But let's make it to count. Okay, once you make it the count, you can see the total at the end is 200. Let me zoom in now because this is very small. You can see the total is 200. Yes, now it is right. We can verify with the total number of employee, and we already know it's 200. And of course it's showing according to the department also. So for example, account manager, the total account manager, we have 8. They are on the different parameters, different experience and other things also, but we are only interested in the accountant. We have 10, accountant, auditor we have 5. And how to use this I will be just showing you, demonstrating you in once this dashboard is completed. Okay, let's first change the look and feel of this dashboard. So let's click on this and click on format painter, and then click on our matrix. Okay, if you see, the background has been removed and the border has been added, but inside part is not changed. So let's change the visual of our matrix, and first we selected, and there are many things inside matrix. So let's go with one by one. So first thing, style present, and it says default. There are many styles. If I click minimal, it's changed like this. If I click on this bold header, it changed like this. Okay, so I'm interested in condense, so it changed like this. Understood how I change the style of this? This is important. Then let's come to the layout, and we don't want to change because it is already fit to content, and we can see the name and the numbers very well, so I'm not changing the layout. And let's minimize the style preset also, because we have already worked with that. And grid side, it should be one, and gray, if you're interested to change the color, you can change it, but I don't want to change it. I want to keep it as it is. Okay, it's completely on you what you are changing, what you are touching. It is your, once more, what you didn't understand. How I change the color of this? Because once more, what once more? Okay, I think how I change the color of this, you want to get that part, I think. So click on your matrix, go to the style preset, and there are ample of style preset. I have just selected the condensed one. You can go with the other also. It is just the styling part. I'm just creating my dashboard in this way. You can create in the other way also. Done. I hope you were asking that only. That full card. Okay, this full card you are asking me. This full card is nothing but the matrix. Okay, I think you are asking me the rows and columns. On the rows, you can see the job title. Here it says job title, and we have account manager, account. In the same way, we will have an IT support, QA engineer, sales executive, all the job titles we have in our Excel sheet in data. Okay. Here it's 1 to 5 is nothing but the column job satisfaction. So this is account manager. We have, this is the scale of, means the rating 1 to 5. This is a rating. Job satisfaction is nothing but the rating from 1 to 5. So as an account manager, two of them is rated as 1, one is rated as 2, means they these three are not happy. The 4 means the other two rated as 4 means they are happy with their job, and the last one is the 3, means account manager 3 out of, means out of 8, 3 are very happy, they are fully satisfied, they have rated 5 star. So how you understand this? You need to understand the data first. If you see the data itself and you know this data, see, here is a job satisfaction. Job satisfaction, each and every employee has rated the satisfaction of their working, the workplace, their salary, and whatsoever the work pressure, their leaves, everything. This all factors affect job satisfaction on real world. And in real world, if you are employed to any of the organization, in year they will have this type of survey, and they will ask you what needs to be improved in your work culture or work environment, and are you happy or not. So many of the employees, those who are not happy, they rate 2 out of 5, and those who are happy, they will rating 4 of 5. Okay, that's what I'm just doing here on the matrix. So total employees, total account managers, we have 8, and out of which 3 aren't that much happy, and 5 they are very much happy. Understood now what is this all data is all about? Hope others also understood this. Okay, let's continue on to the beautification of this. Let me select this and go to the visualization. Okay, I'm not touching the column, subtotal, row, subtotal. There are many things over here. So I'm not going through each and every stuffs. Let's me go to the column grand total, if you see, and row grand total. So let's go to column grand total first, and here if you see, it already have that font I needed, and it is bold, it is white and the background color is black. Okay, because we have applied the format filter from there to here. Let's go and check with the row one also. And for row one, it's the same. So I'm happy with that. So I don't want to change anything over here. Okay, let's now the specific. See, this all I can't touch everything in live. You just change and check what value does what, and if I change something here, what does it change? Row headers, if you change the row headers and make it bold, see that is now bold. Okay, if this is looking nice to you, you can have the row headers. I am inside row headers as bold. You can do the same with the column headers. Let's change the column headers to bold. So now if you see the job title and other things, of course here the number is also bold. Okay, it's completely on you how you change the look and feel of this thing. Okay, so I'm going on to the general. First I need to fix the size. So the height is 244, I want to it 250, and the width is 350, I want to change it to 407. Okay, so it says 403 because we are up to our limit. So let me just minimize the space between all the cards down here. And now I can change to 407. This card should be a bit bigger so that we can see all the info data. Okay, that's why I'm and this you need to identify by setting the size and everything. There is no by hearting this, that I'm by hearting it. No, I'm not by hearting it. I'm doing it live. I'm checking it. Okay, this is not fitting in my screen, so I need to do this. I need to do change this, and so on. Okay. Okay. If you are happy with this color, you can go with this color. If you're not happy with the color, you can play around with the colors. Okay, now everything is done. It's just changing the color and everything. So I don't want to spend much more time over here. But if you want me to make the same color, I can do it. I can do it. So let me just go to the visual. Let me close each and everything. Up till now, if it is clear, give me a thumbs up. And of course, let me know the feedback that if I'm going fast, if I'm going slow, if this example was not relevant or you didn't got the topic with that example, I can give you multiple examples also. Okay, so the feedback will uh, give me insight to change how I teach or update my teachings. Okay, so let's change the color and match it to the screenshot. So to change the color, come to the value and make it first bold. Everything now it's bold and it is now utilizing more space. And the background color here it's white. So let's change it to whatever you want to change it, you can change it. I want to change it into the dark blue because my theme is a dark blue. Okay, if you want this, let me paste it in the live chat. I've given you the code itself. And here if you see alternate text, it says alternate text. So by default it is black. I want it to it has to be black. And the other thing is alternate background color is white. Okay, so if you closely see, let me zoom in a bit. If you now see, it is blue, black, blue, black, blue, black, blue, black. This is the colorful, a bit colorful thing it generate. It is inside the value if you want to do this. Okay. In similar way, in the screenshot, if you see, please take live assignment a quick quiz to test our knowledge or give us the assignment. So we'll all have habits for the interview. Yes, of course. So In Python, while I was teaching Python live, I created the assessment and everything on the code within him, and you can go and give an MCQ type of things in the interview for the interview and other things in the Discord. But why I'm not doing for the data analyst? Why I'm not providing? Just I'm providing the resources and everything, but I'm not giving anything regarding interviews and everything. Because if you go through the roadmap in the Discord, let me open the Discord. Where is the roadmap? Yeah. If you go through the roadmap in Discord, I have a separate phase for this, for the interview preparation and other things. That's why I'm not doing it, because there will be a separate live where I will be giving you all the interview questions, and of course, I will be asking you a few questions about the things which I have already taught you. See, there is a phase. This is the Discord roadmap. If you see, here is a roadmap, and here, if you see career prep, here building a standalone portfolio, writing resume, and this is only for the data analyst. I'm doing it, and interview prep, technical person behavior, and job application and salary negotiation. This I will be doing it live. That's why I'm not doing in between the live training session. This is a training session, so you're going through. Okay, I hope I answer your question, Saurav. Yes. Okay. Thank you for responding. Let's continue. I think you all understood what needs to be done over here, and I don't want to spend much more time over here. But if you want to have that exact color and everything, you can just play around here with the column subtotals and other things, and you will be ultimately creating those layout and everything. Okay. So let me just zoom out now. Okay. Okay, let's now jump onto the next chart, and that chart is nothing but an easy stack column chart, which is our basic, you all aware, and in school, from since school days we are doing it. So let me click on the blank space and click on the stack column chart. This is known as stack column chart, and this I will be using for the age group. So again, it is a chart, so it will have an x-axis, y-axis, and legend. So here in x-axis, let's have an age group. So let's search for age, and do we have an age group over here? So we don't have an age group over here, but we have total employees. Yes, we have a total employees, so the age will be of the total employees. So let's see for the total employees. So we have a total employee. Let's drag it to y-axis, but now we don't have an age group, so we need to create an age group. Now, why it is important to create an age group? So we can't just directly show the age of each and every employees. The stakeholders are interested in age of, for example, out of 200, how many young employees we have. Means young means between 26 to 35. So it should speak through this chart itself. So let's first create a new column, because each and everyone has their own different age. So let's again go to the modeling, click on the new column, and so let me give you the formula of it. Again, this is very easy formula. Let me, and those who will be seeing this video offline, don't worry, I will be sharing this all in the Discord in a PDF. So this is, I've created a new column named age group using the switch. If there is an age, so then only enter the age group, and then I'm checking if the age is greater than equals to 18, or else at the same time that age is less than equals to 25, that that particular employer falls in this age group, and similar for 26 to 35, 36 to 45, and then so on. Let's hit enter and create this column. So I've created a new column known as age group. If you want to check it, you can go into the table view and check the newly added table, which is nothing but the age group itself. Okay, so let's drag this age group in x-axis, and here if you see, we have successfully added the age group. But here is one mistake. If you identify, here is one mistake, and I want you all to just share that mistake to me. What is the mistake over here? That is not a mistake, but but it is not appropriate chart. Okay, I will have 1 minute. Continue speaking as dry in my throat. My throat is completely dry. Yeah, sorry for that. Let's continue now. Can't say. Okay. Let's see the graph at the age group below. You can see the 26 to 35, and then 36 to 45, and 46 to 55. This is going in a ascending order, and in between you see 18 to 25. It should be first, yes. This 18 to 20, we should start with 18 to 25, then 26 35, 36 45, 46 55, and at the end 55. But why this is in this way? Because we have more employees in between 26 to 35, that is why it is first. And we have only 19 employees. If I'm hovering it, it's showing me the data. We have only 19 employees in 18 to 25. So again, first you need to think on this, what type of chart you are going to create. For example, you can do this with the department also, which department has which age group. So it is like try and error, you will learn, because I know this already, and I'm doing and working this from many years. That's why I know this data will be very good with this, and this data will be uh, e- looking and easily readable in this type of chart. But again, we know the basics of the chart. If there is two types of data, two numerical data, in here if you see in this pie diagram, we have one numerical data, and the other one is the department, which is nothing but the textual data. So the textual data nothing but will be my legends, and the numerical data is nothing but the attrition by department, means the people working with this department, or the left. So we have gone with the active employees. Okay, so that's why I've choose this. Why I've choose this type of graph? Because this type of graph shows me. And what is this type of graph? This is a stack bar graph. Why it is stack? First, the above one is the salary range between 6 to 10 lakh of the active employees, the pink bar. And also I want to know the salary range of the people, those who have left in this range. So 6 to 10 lakh, the employees those who have left is 23. Okay, that's why I can, I know the data. That's why I can choose the graph. How you will learn this? You need to practice this again and again, which chart works best for you. Okay, the same thing, this same thing can be done with line and stack column chart. What we can do there, we can show the employee, department, and the experience as the, and we have already seen this type of example in Python, I think, using Cbon. So line stack chart, we can use that. Okay, there are ample of chart, you need to go through and try each and every one. That the, again, in this example in matrix one, I've told you can do the same thing with the table. Okay, it's not mandatory you need to use this only. It just what analysis you have done, your chart should be speaking out loudly. So one thing, I've created a chart, it giving me the right data, the total employee and the age group. I've created the age group, and this chart is screaming that we have the maximum employee in 26 to 35 age group. But my issue is this is not arranged appropriately. The 18 to 25 should be first, but according to the number of employees, because we are the one saying on y-axis list total employees. So how we can fix this? So we need to create one new column to fix this, and that column will be nothing but age group by order. So let's click on modeling, and this is I am doing for myself. You can ignore this one. If you are not interested in this one, you can ignore this one. And if you are interested, I can give you the formula. Formula. So what I am doing over here is same thing. I'm just comparing the same thing, but now the comparison, I'm saying this 18 to 25 group should be the first group. I'm now numbering them. Then 26 to 35 should be the second group, and the 36 to 45 will be the third and fourth and fifth. So now they will appearing as first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So this 18 to 25 coming on fourth. After this it will come on first. Okay, let's hit enter. And now if you see here, we have successfully created the age group order. And now let's click on here and let's change. Give me a minute. Okay. Now let's remove this age group, and now let's add this. And we need to do one more thing. Just a second. Okay. Sorry, I need to add it. Yeah. Now if you see, the age group by order is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the number, it is not visible because of the style and color and everything. It will be visible. Now first, second, third, fourth, fifth is age group order I have created for myself, for my understanding. Means this data will not be understood by the other data analyst or the manager or non-technical people, because I have grouped 18 to 25 in order of 1. I've grouped next in order of 2. So this type of stuff is also possible. You can do it. But if you don't want to do it, just ignore this complete thing and have the age group in place. Okay, so this will be the output. If you don't understand this, just ignore the part. Okay, let me just click on this attrition by salary and click on the format painter and just paint it. And if you see, everything changes. Now let's change the title of it. First thing first, let's go here and let me remove the group part. And age, okay, group distribution. This is distribution we are doing. So now this is done. And if you are interested to change the color of it, just select this complete thing, come to the visual and come to the column, and here you see, let's change it to yellow. Done. And of course, if you are also interested in x-axis title, let's turn out the title of it. Okay, we need to change the size of it. Let me change the size of this first. So let me maximize the height to 30 and it should be 350. Done. So now everything is there. This is the below one is the age group, and this the graph is the age group distribution. And if I open my, if you see, this is the exact same thing. Okay. Any doubt up till now? Because I think there is very few things are left, and I will be going very quick with this three, and then I will be explaining you what I have done over there. Because the other things are the by gender, by experience. We have the gender in place, we have experience. Then we have department wise employee count, means in which department we have how many employees. And then this is the ultimate thing, the department wise. If I click on finance, this complete interactive things will be changing to finance one. Okay, the image changed. Let me go back to the original image. So let's now quickly create those stuffs. So that is nothing but in, let's click outside here. Let's click on here. I've just created pie chart, and I think now you all know what is pie chart is. So go inside the visual and find the pie chart, and then inside the legend, let's quickly go and grab the gender itself. So let's search the gender, click on the legend. Let clear the search part. So if you see, we can see the gender male and female, and for the values, let's go with the attrition count. So if you go with the attrition count, you can see the 23 and 21, which is nothing but 44. And these are those employees, those who have left the organization. So we are not interested in those who employ those who left the organization. We are interested in the active employees. So let's grab the active employees in the value, and you can see the chart. If you want to change the color and everything. So first thing first, let's click on the bar chart and click on this format painter and change the style and formatting of this. Now once we change it, click on this chart itself, go to the visual, come to the legends and detail labels. Okay, slicer, here is the color, and you can change those things too. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, we put data column to legends, that we need to change data after clicking. We put data column to legends. In which one you are talking about, Saurabh? In pie you are talking about pie chart, that in legends have put the gender. Let me know quickly so I can answer your question. In which chart you are asking this? Last card. The last card is nothing but the pie one. In pie, if you see in legends, I have gender. So if you see your Excel or else your data, we have only two gender, male and female. So legends will be male and female itself. The data here is nothing but the value of pie chart, which is nothing but active employees. If you want to do this for all the employees, all 200, you can go with the total number of employees. If you want to go with the employees who have left, you can go with the attrition count one. But I am interested only in the active employees to show the data of the active employed. Out of 156 active employees, how many are female, how many are males? I'm interested in that. So in the value, I have just put the active employees. And if you want to check the male one, you just click on the male part of it. You can see how this changes, the dashboard changes, how this dashboard completely changes. Now it shows 102 male is there, out of which 79 is active, 23 male employees has left. This is how you need to read this dashboard. And if you see, each and every chart is also updated according to it. If you click on female, then again it will change. Okay. And if you now want to normalize this means back to 200. On the chart itself, I've clicked on female, I've clicked on male, but I want to reset everything. Just click outside, but inside this chart, outside this pie, but inside this chart. So it will back to normalize. It's just applicable for each and every chart I'm using. Okay. Hope this answers your question. And it's also showing how many percentage and whatsoever. Okay, let's change the size and everything of this because I want to fit the other two charts also. And I think that two chart won't fit over here. So let's minimize the size. It's to 234. Okay, now it's good. And let's change the title attrition by gender. Attrition by gender. Done. If you want to change the color, it's same. Come to visuals and you can find the, I think, color part over here. Let me quickly check the color part. And water legends. Okay, let me, because it's now I think more than 2.5 hours for this live. So I need to be quicker on these things. And meantime, I hope I answers your questions sort of, that how and what we are doing there. Okay. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, let's move on. You will find the color change option in the visual itself. I'm not doing it right away. There are settings inside the settings. I don't want to spend much more time because there are much more things are pending. So let's go on to the next chart and let's have experience thing. And for that, I will be using area chart. Let me find it where it is. Here it is, but in your case, it might be somewhere else, but it's look like two mountains. The look is two mountains. Like click on it, have it in place, and let's search for the experience exp, and you see the experience. Let have this experience on x-axis and I need to remove this, and I don't want to have anything on the y-axis. I will be going with the second y-axis. That's why this is the area one. But you can have the y-axis. I'm just showing you how you can utilize the area chart. That's why I'm doing with the second y-axis. You can do with the primary one, means the first one also. And there I need to place the active employees. Okay, so this type of chart will appear in front of you. Okay, let's have the same format and everything for this too. Now it is formatted. Now let's change the title of it. General, let's come to the title, and this is too big. Let's say attrition trend by experience. EXPERIENCE. Done. And the other things, the color and everything, you need to go to format and everything. I think now you all have that idea how to uh, do the color change and everything. Okay, come to here, make it bold, change it to whatever you want, whatever you like, color, and it's now it's being changed. Okay, this all now I think you all can do on your own. I don't need to do it. White, bold, and now 0, 10, 20, 30 is quite visible. And of course, if you are not interested in the uh, y-axis value, just remove the y-axis value, and of course this one too, and also the line. So let me come to shaded area, and we have yellow color in place in shaded area, but that is not relevant over here, because that is for the primary one. I just need to if you want, you can remove this too, or else you can turn it off, and it is not affecting my chart itself. So how to remove this, but we don't have in this primary thing in place, so I am not touching it. But you can experiment this with changing the color and other things. Okay, and I've just turn off the y-axis everything. Let's turn off the secondary y-axis, because my value, I've placed the everything in the secondary y-axis. So once I remove this, you can see it is now gone, but I want the round range, so it will be a bit curvy. Okay, now let's change the size and everything. I am not going into the detail because I know now you all know how to do this and do the changes and everything. So let's minimize this. Let's have 239, same, I think. Okay, now we are done with this, and let's jump onto the last chart, which is nothing but I've used, I think, funnel. So let's click outside and then click on funnel, and funnel, it has categories and values. So let's go with the categories first, and categories is nothing but the department. We will be going with the department, so it should list all the departments, and department wise we want to have the employees. So all the employees means nothing but I need to have the employee ID. So let's have the employee ID, and I need to change it to the count. So it's already been as a count. By default, the value is been counted. This is the speciality of Power BI. It does the hard part for you. Okay, let's change the size and name and everything quickly. Let's go to the general. Let's go to the part, and let's change the size and width. But let me have this. Okay, in place. Okay, let's have the format printer. Let's click on the adjacent chart, and let's click on this. Everything has been changed. See, this was created with the help of our first chart. That's why that it doesn't apply the yellow color to it, but because this is not a bar, this is area, this is a line, the mountains of the area. But here, if I use the same thing with the help of format painter, everything changed to the yellow color. So we can change that. We can change it in, go to the visuals and go to the this data part and change the color. Okay, I need to go with pink. This is not visible, I think. Let's go with purple. Okay, whatever color you want to go with, you go. Let's go with light pink, and this is visible. And let's come to general. Let's change the title first, and the title should be. Let me check what I've given in. Okay, this is what the title I've given. Department wise employee count. This is done. Let's make the other things white. Let's click on this white, bold, and you can reduce the size to make it fit. This is done. Data label values, it is already white. Data label is white, and other things like conversion rate label should be also white. This is 74.4%, this is 100%. If you want it, then you can do it. If you don't want it, just turn off this conversion rate label if that doesn't make any sense in your chart. So the things that make sense in your chart, use it. If it doesn't make any sense, don't use it. Okay, so this is also complete. Might be the color combination what I have in the screenshot is not matching what I'm showing here, so bear with me with that if I change this. Okay, okay, now we have successfully created our chart. Now let's do the remaining part quickly and then we are done. I think everyone is getting up till now. It's not that difficult for you all. Okay. For that, for finance, HR, IT, what you have seen in the image, let me quickly bring that image. This age group and this department is nothing but the slicer. So let's add the slicer from the visualization. Let's click on the outside of the canvas and make sure nothing is selected. If you have the mouse over here, this is a slicer, and let me also highlight it. This is the slicer. Let's use it. I need to click on it, and slicer, of course, this will have department only and only one field because we need to have the slicer as department. Done. I have the department slicer over here. Now let's go to the visuals and let's go to the general first, and let's change the height and width and everything of it. So the height should be more 486 and the width should be very less 125. Okay, and I want to position it. So let's go horizontal 10 and vertical 128 or 125. It's going more above, so it should be okay. 280. Done. And other things, if you want to use a format printer here, you can select the format printer and everything is gone. So we will be changing the color and everything, so don't worry about that. Come to the visual values. If you see the values, change it to the white. Click on this bold part. Now it is on the like it is like a checkbox. It is like a checkbox right now. It is working. It is like a checkbox, but in my screenshot it is like a tile. So how you can change it from checkbox to tile? So we need to go to the slicer setting over here in visual, and you see vertical list, just change it to the tile. and now if you see, it is changed it to the tile. Okay, up till now if it is clear, let's change the color of it also, the background color, or else you can make the background color as nothing. So let me close this, close all this selection. Okay, this is not required. Here if you see, the font color is black, but here we have the background color. If you want, you can change the background color and it will change the text background color, but I don't want any background color over the text. So let me reset it to the default, and it removed it. And of course I want to change the color of this. So from white I need to have blue color, because that is my default color from start I'm using, and I think I've given you the hex code too. So let me click on this background color, and this is the dark blue I'm using. Okay, this was black. More color, and let's paste this. Okay, now it has become the same thing. And if you see, our department is not visible because the text color is black. Now it is visible. Let's make it bold. Done. I think up till here we are on the same page. And now if you click on finance, you see it's changed the data to the finance. If you click on IT, change the data to the IT. And if you see in IT, there are 36 to 45 age group, means there are 13 employees in this age group, and there are 13 female, 13 male, means 36 total employees. And the salary ranges, some of the salary are more than 10 lakh, means total count of employee is 10, means 10 employees in IT has more than 10 lakhs. And if you see the job title, DevOps engineer, IT support, QA, senior software engineer, software, this is how you need to read this data. So let's create the same for the age group, and then we will add the heading over here, and then we are done. Okay, so to do it, let's copy paste this thing, and let's grab it over here at where we wanted, and then we need to simply change the width and height of it, and then we need to change this department to something else. Okay, so first thing first, let's change the data. Let's remove this, and let's add the age group. Okay, so we got 18, 26 and other things, and it clearly says age group. Now let's go to the general and change the property, general property, and here height should be minimum and width should be maximum, means whatever fit for our purpose. And if it is not visible, just zoom in this, and I want to place it in this way. Okay, not touching above, not touching below, and we are done. If you click now 18 to 25, you can see it has successfully filtered the 18 to 25, and there are 19 employees overall, uh, which are in the age group of 18 to 25. Out of 19, 6 are in the marketing, 3 are in the finance, 3 are in the HR, 3 are in the IT, 3 are in the operation, 1 in the sales, and of course the different job title also, and the other things. Okay, this is how you can. Now I've clicked on 18 to 25. Let's check how many employees age 18 to 25 inside IT, so I can apply 2 filters. So you can see IT has 3 employees. Here it is clearly uh, and here is the years of experience they have, the salary range, and those who are QA engineers and senior software engineers. Okay, this is how your manager, your stakeholders will be utilizing this dashboard. So we are completed with the dashboard. Let's add the text part over it. So for that, let's go to the insert ribbon. This is the insert ribbon over here. Let's click on it, and you see the text box. And here in the text box, let's have title, and let me copy the title itself, and of course let's have the height and width for it. Okay, if it is too big, you can rearrange it, and let's paste the text, and let's change the background color and other things. It's the same thing we are doing in effects, background color. Okay, it should be white, but I need to make it transparent. Okay, now it is transparent. Let's paste our text, and if you want to change the position of it, you can change it. So let me have it here as 9, and vertically let's place it at to 0. And I think I've copy pasted twice. Okay, I've pasted twice. Let's remove everything and now paste it once only. Okay, now it's on you. You want to center align it, right align it, left align it. It's completely on you. So I just want to align in this way. Now this is also done, and now the image part that I have added my logo. So here in insert ribbon only you can see the image. So this is the image, and here is the style and everything you want to add it, the background and everything, shape. And here in the image tab itself, I've selected this. Just click on the browse, and whatever image you want to have it over here, you can have it. So let me have my logo itself. So I just have my logo, and just I can also resize with, you can do with the mouse also, or else you can go with the property and everything, but you can do it with the mouse. So let me make it very small, and I can place this here. Done, done, done. Let me have my image. And if you see, this is the image and this is the chart. I'll leave with the color part. You already know how to deal with the color part. I've already taught you, but now this is the same thing I've created. Now let's use this. Let me zoom in a bit. Let's use this and answers few questions. We have successfully created it. So let's see how many employees are in the age group of 36 to 45. Okay, so this is coming in between. Okay, so let's click on 36 to 45. You can see 56 employee total, out of which 47 is active employee. 9 has left the organization, so 16% is, and their average is 40, means 36 to 45, but the average age is 40, means uh, out of them, out of how many, out of this 47, majority are of 40 age, and they have more than, or they have 10 years of experience, and majority of them are in finance and IT. So let's click on finance, and we can further look. We have 4 accountant, 2 auditors, 2 finance manager, 2 finance analysts, and total we have 13 employees. Okay, so here I can see in here the attribution trend by experience. 2 of them have more than 23 years of experience, and 2 of them have 12 years of experience. In this area chart shows that out of which male are more, 7 males and 4 females. And which make the active employee as 11, and the age group we have already filtered it, so it's the same age group. Okay, understood it, how you can use it. You can apply multiple filters, multiple things from here. Okay, you create your own dashboard and play around with it. Now you know all the tools and everything, how to do it. Okay, any doubt, any question regarding this? I've already told you this live will be much more bigger, because this is important as an data analyst. That's why I'm putting so much effort behind this, because ultimately, Python, very good. You can clean data, very good. You can remove the duplicates, you can remove the anomalies, you can remove the null values, which is nothing but the anomalies. That is very good. But what about the analysis? This is the analysis on that data. I have done it. Means I just pre-assume it that I've created a certain set of questions and I was able to answer it by looking at that Excel sheet. But that is I being a data analyst. I've done that. But what about my manager or stakeholder? They don't go through the Excel and everything. They will go through this chart. They will have the same question, then they will click here, click that, and this is an interactive live chart. So they will be getting their answers by clicking it. And here you are not required. You don't need to send the screenshot or anything. You just need to publish this. So make sure you save your file first. Any changes you do, you just save it first, because creating this complex and then you forgot to save, anything happened to your system, power went off and something went off, and then you need to redo it again. So make sure you save it. And here if you click on the file ribbon, here if you click on the file ribbon, you will find the publish button. This is the publish button. But before that, you need to register and sign in the Microsoft account. If you don't have an Microsoft account, you need to create an Microsoft account, and then you can publish this. And then you can share this with your friends and teachers and anyone else you are interested to share. Then they can use this as a live dashboard. Or else in organization, they have already bought this software, so they will be running the Power BI on their server, so you can publish as many as dashboard you want. But if your managers allows, it's completely depend on your manager. Okay, I think we are done now. With the help of this, you can create any type of dashboard on any type of data. It's just you need to create that certain questions, and you need to map what should be going with that, like department should go with age or department should go with that or now. Okay, the next thing after Power BI is nothing but SQL. So we will be starting with SQL, and once SQL is done, we will be jumping onto the Excel. Advanced Excel, of course, I will be showing you the VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, and much more things in that. So this two part, once we are done with this two part, I will be showing you, like, because many of you are just pinging me on Instagram and Discord that how in this world of AI we can utilize AI here. So you don't need to use AI for Python. You don't need to use AI for creating chat. It won't help you. And if you're using AI for Python, your Python skills will gone. You need to use AI. I will tell you in that live. If I tell everything in this live, what is the meaning of doing the separate live for that? Okay. So that is suspense. Wait for that live. How we can use AI in data analysis. That is much more important. Okay. And in real world, you won't get AI and everything. You don't get access to it unless and until your company allows it. So the next part is that please do SQL from very basic, because it's helped me in the development also. Yeah, I will be doing SQL from very start, from select star table name. That is the first thing we learn in SQL. This is the first query anyone learn in the SQL. I will be doing with that. Okay. And for data analysts, you don't require very complex SQL. Means you don't require PLSQL, which is programmable SQL. You don't require that much stuffs. You require only basic SQL with intermediate part of it. So I will be covering up till intermediate. Advanced Excel, you don't require it. You are not going to be an data engineer or backend engineer which will work on Excel, because if you're watching this live, you're interested in data analysis, data science, and much more things. Okay, so what is coming next, I've already told you, and we have completed the Power BI and data analysis. Major two things in data analysis is pending, which is nothing but in SQL and Excel. And after completing those two, you can call yourself a market ready data analyst, because what I have touched in this complete roadmap of data analyst is industry level. This is what you will be doing when you placed as a data analyst, of course. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the live chat. I will be waiting for a few seconds. And if not, we can wind it off. Meantime, I can play with my dashboard. DevOps engineer. Okay, we have total 6 DevOps engineer and they are active. This is the age group and they are belong to the IT. They have experience more than 14 years. This is how you can create your dashboard and play around with it. And it's fun to spend so much time and efforts behind this type of stuff. And then we understand this because in this way you understand data very well. Not as just a data analyst, a normal human being. In this way, you understand the data much more easier. Okay. Okay, I think there is no doubt from you all. So let's wind it off. And I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to make you market ready data analyst. So code with precision, ship with vision, subscribe now and join the mission. I've observed in my YouTube analytics that out of 100%, uh, everyone is watching me, but out of that 100%, 35% of you all has been subscribed and 65% is remaining. Make sure you subscribe this channel because this is what for you all it is important. I am doing everything for free and I'm making sure that you all become a market ready software engineer or data analyst, and coming further you will be an data scientist, ML engineer and AI. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and press that bell icon. How to story tell the dashboard? Of course, if you have the certain set of questions, that 10 or 20 or 15, whatever the criteria you create for yourself of the limit for the questions, start with those questions, and once you stated all those questions, start answering one by one. That is how the storytelling of that dashboard is. Because see, in real world, manager and stakeholders, top management doesn't have time for that storytelling. It's just for the interview process you need to tell the story of why you created this, why you selected HR analytical dashboard. That time you need to storytell. In real world they don't have time for all this. They want the data, so you need to create the dashboard. They want the data end of the day before 6 p.m. in whatever country you are. So you need to create the dashboard, and on 2 clicks only they need to get that answer they have asking for, or else your job is in risk, or else that means you are not a very good data analyst. So make sure you don't majorly focus on storytelling, you majorly focus on the question you set, and it should be a realistic question and should be solving a realistic problem. Okay, for example, if I am top management, I want to know why my employees are leaving this organization, how or what is the rate of the people those who are leaving this organization. I want to know this all. So what I will do, I will see the attrition count and attrition rate. If it is below 20%, I am fine, people left and go, new people get hired. But if it is more than 35-40%, then my company is in risk. Why people are leaving that? And then I will go deeper and then uh, look into the problems. It is a manager problem or environment problem or cultural problem, or what is this? Then I will sit with HR team. This is how stakeholders or top management works. They are not interested in your storytelling and anything. They want output because they are there to make money, and that's why they are paying you. Because if they are making money, they will pay you for the work they have asked for. Okay, real world is not that easy. It is very hard and we need to be on the toe each and every time. Okay, so take care and we'll meet you in next session, which is on Friday 8 p.m. IST. We are starting with SQL, which is nothing but SQL. Till then, bye. God bless you.